How's it going, all? I'm back with another entertainment gaming news topic. Today I'll be talking about sales on Tomb Raider Remastered Trilogy. It finally came out. I gave my chance. I tried it out, guys, and it's really good. I highly recommend picking it up. But today we're going to be talking about how it's sold really well. They're unexpected. They didn't see it coming. I saw it coming, but as well as the drama leading up to these games or game for Tomb Raider. The fans been wanting it for a while now, and it's finally here, and we're going to be talking about it. But before we talk about this, I highly recommend, guys, leaving a like, share, sub, follow, all the things on this community, this channel. It really does help the algorithm and all sorts of things, and it really does help my channel on here as well, trying to build this community each day. All right, enough of that. Let's get into what I saw on my tweets on X. What's with all this drama with Tomb Raider? I picked it up myself, one of them. I might pick it up twice because I see a lot of potential of where Tomb Raider could go, but some other company like Crystal Dynamics, they really don't want you to get really invested into the old school Tomb Raider games. They want you to get invested in their new modern audience, Tomb Raider.
I hate tombs.
Make a living gay!
So let's check it out and let's talk about what I think about what's going on all about this. All right, all. I'm on my Twitter. I reposted this from Smash Lara. So they said Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered has already made a reported 1.9 million on Steam alone. That's just Steam alone, guys. Keep in mind, it's probably higher than that. All right, the unexpected success of this game makes future Tomb Raider remasters very possible. They did it perfectly. The game is perfect as is. Nothing's really taken out or done, changed or altered or censored, really. It is a perfect remaster. I couldn't have asked anything better from a remaster because these older games back in the day, I feel really old now, but back in the day, the PS1, they were really clunky, some of the controls. But that was the charm of it, because that what made the game a challenge. It's not just the controls and the game that was challenging. It was all of those combined. It made it difficult. And Tomb Raider was one of those OG kind of treasure hunter, jump through hoops and get to jumping points. It was a platformer, but also a puzzle game. So it had a lot of crazy parkour moments in there, while also having tank controls. But it does have modern controls too, guys, if you're really into that. I prefer the tank controls because I like to play like the OG. Obviously, you can toggle the remasters on and off. Really cool. You can go back and see how the graphics look, and then the newer ones. It's really, really well done. Aspyr did a very good job with this port, and I can't wait to see if they do more of these. So I said, unexpected, they say. Bruh. More like fan wanted it for years. It's common sense. Give what fans want, and you'll have good results. Easy as that. Glad to see these did well. I knew it would. Yep, that's what I said. I knew it would do well. Like I said in my other videos, I knew it's gonna be one of those games I'm definitely gonna pick up day one, and I did. I might buy it again a second time just to be, supportive of Aspyr and moving forward these kind of Tomb Raider games. The newer Tomb Raiders are fun. I'm not saying they're not, but they're not Tomb Raider. They don't feel like the OG Tomb Raiders. The last good Tomb Raider that I remember, okay, Tomb Raider, the reboot, was actually really good. Like, it had potential. It really did. But it didn't feel like Tomb Raider. More and more I thought about it, I felt like I was playing Uncharted, which I don't want it to play like Uncharted. Tomb Raider and Uncharted were completely different kind of games, and they felt different in a lot of ways. Yes, they have the same almost accomplishments where they're trying to find all these treasures, all these ancient artifacts, but they're completely different in point of view of storytelling and everything else. OG Tomb Raider. How does she become this Tomb Raider, this Lara Croft? They never really explained it and never really got to that point, I think. I feel like they're trying to brand out and do their own thing. That's why it's a reboot, pretty much. Crystal Dynamics, out of nowhere, you know, when you boot up the game, they have a disclaimer. It's only like a couple of seconds, but it's still a disclaimer that shouldn't even be there. There's no point of why it's there. So it says, the games in this collection contain offensive descriptions of people and cultures rooted in racial and prejudice. These stereotypes are deeply harmful, inexcusable, and do not align with our values at Crystal Dynamics. Rather than removing this content, we have chosen to present it here in its original form, unaltered, in the hopes that we may acknowledge its harmful impact and learn from it. All right, so yeah, they didn't change anything, but why was this needed? Crystal Dynamics never even, they didn't make these remakes. It was Aspire. So why the heck did Crystal Dynamics have to put their own disclaimer? It doesn't make no sense. It's stupid. It's just dumb, and it shouldn't be there. So I said, fans have been wanting an OG Tomb Raider for years, and people are hyped for these remasters while pre-orders selling pretty well. So why the fuck bring these up? No one cares. No one thinks like this. Crystal Dynamics are fake fans. That is why we all need to buy these and support it. Yes, this is what I said. And then I had people comment, which I also, it got ratioed out because I had more likes and more views and a bunch of other things and reposts. So I said I support it by buying on GOG just right now to preserve it forever, digitally and physically, with no DRM. This is the best option for now because it's only digital everywhere. This is why buying on other places, you just own the license, not the game. I did buy it on GOG. I might buy it on Steam too, don't know yet, or on my Switch. But yeah, that's what I said. That's why if you're Tomb Raider fans, if you love the originals, even if you're just a starter of Tomb Raider, I highly recommend getting these remasters. This is the definitive edition of Tomb Raider. You really need to pick these up. And then this other person who commented, are you getting upset about 3 lines of text popping up for 2 seconds before the game even starts? And I'm like, why do you even comment that, you know? Like, why am I'm not getting upset. I'm just saying the obvious, you know? I don't care. Like, to be honest, I would just press quickly and just go away from it. But the thing is, it shouldn't be there. People that have this kind of mindset don't understand what it actually means. So I said, not really, but just questioning why is it even there to begin with. Just questioning, just saying. The disclaimer shouldn't be there regardless. If the remasters are intact, then great. But the way the disclaimer reads is conditioning people to look out for something offensive toward the original games. Yes, it's pretty much telling you, look out for these and get offended. Because, no one thinks like that. It's only Crystal Dynamics. And I got so much people, I had people back me up, like Funo here. They said, it's unnecessary and dismissive. They're basically saying the game are wrong, and you should feel bad for liking them because they're harmful. And that's true. They're probably saying that. And then he reacts, the person who said, are you mad because of this? Just a couple of texts for the disclaimer for like 3 seconds. And then he's like, you're failing to make a crucial decision here. Neither the game are wrong, nor are we for liking them. The portrayal of cultures is based on antiquated stereotypes, and they are making us aware of that, which probably is a corporate necessity. Okay, so, you know, like, why do I care? Like, it shouldn't be there. Someone, yeah, it might be corporate telling them to do that, but Crystal Dynamics didn't make the game. Why is another... It's like if you make a game and out of nowhere, another company comes in and says, you know what? We're going to put this in because we do not condone this kind of messaging in that kind of game. Like, no, they didn't make the game. It was made by Aspire. Oh my God, these people don't even know what they're talking about. They need to do some research before just commenting in general. Do some research and then use your reasonability, and then you can talk about it. And then the other person goes back and says, that doesn't make it harmful. And no matter how much corporate gymnastics they do, it won't make it less cringe. Yes, it doesn't matter. These people don't understand. Even if it's just there, it shouldn't be there. There's no... People will say, oh, you're overreacting. No, because if you don't say something about it, it's going to be more aggressive and it's going to be even more in your face later down the line. This should not be a thing. This should not be a thing. And just in general, if you try to mod it on Nexus Mods, guys, take out the disclaimer. They had it on Nexus Mods, and guess what happened? Nexus Mods deleted that mod, that you cannot take out the disclaimer. So that means that disclaimer, it has to be there, and it's corporate to the max, where Inspire does not care about it. They didn't want that in there. It's just Crystal Dynamics picking and choosing what they want, and this and that in there for their own agenda. Why did Nexus Mods do that? Nexus Mods has been very anti-modding community a couple of these past years. More and more. They took out all the stuff with the Spider-Man. They added the rainbow flags in Spider-Man, and the modders wanted to change it to an American flag. So they took off the mod and blamed the modder for changing that in the game. They took out the thing in Starfield, which Starfield is a shit game. The pronouns when you choose your character, they took that out. That was a mod that you could do. And they took out that mod out of the game as well, because that's not good. That's not appropriate. That's you're pretty much a bigot for doing that, and this and that. It's like you're not a good person and all that. So Nexus Mod is two-faced for this. If people want to do whatever they want, mods are fan-made community sets where people do things for the community to make the game better. If taking out a disclaimer makes the game better, go for it. Whatever. But it shouldn't be affected. You have freaking nude mods on Nexus Mods. You have uncensored stuff for characters too. You have... I'm not even gonna bring it up. There's so much other weird shit mods in Nexus Mods that shouldn't even be there, and it's so inappropriate. But you cannot, you cannot take out a disclaimer because it's not allowed. This is the most dumbest thing I ever heard. Why is this? This is the issue here. There's something notoriously bad and evil and disgusting and two-faced about this whole thing. It is drama for sure. And it is probably hyping up people, to dislike it. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy the game. Buy the game because it's not made by Crystal Dynamics. Let me get this clear to everyone listening. This is not made by Crystal Dynamics. This is made by Spire. So, they're true fans that helped make this game, the art, the music, the design, the gameplay, everything's made by real Tomb Raider fans. So this is made by the fans. It's just Crystal Dynamics came in and just put this disclaimer because they made the last Tomb Raider games that failed. And guess what? This is doing really well now. This game is doing really well now. And what a surprise. What a surprise. They don't want these games to be good. And that's why I think Crystal Dynamics is going to get bankrupt soon, because they might have one more game left. And I'm not sure what's going to happen about it, you know? This whole thing with Crystal Dynamics. They might just go under. I wouldn't be surprised. Someone posted this, Mojo. I don't know who that is. I don't know much about Raging Aholic, but he's spitting facts. So this is Razor Fist. I've been watching Razor Fist for a little bit, and he has some good facts here about the Tomb Raider collection. Just listen to this.
Jump in, because we're going to see the stupid, cheesy, woke disclaimer about all the offensive content in this game.
You should give that background, yeah.
We got to point this out, because there will be people. I had someone reply to me, well, you're playing this even after Crystal Dynamics behaved the way they were? Gang, Crystal Dynamics had nothing to do with this game. And that statement, I firmly believe, was an attempt to sabotage this, the first good Tomb Raider game in a long, long time. Okay? Crystal Dynamics had nothing to do with this. They opposed the remasters being made at every turn. Aspire made this. Aspire, the guys who make all those great ports and whatever, and they've done a couple of, what was it, Torn or something that they did that was an original game. Anyways, Crystal Dynamics opposed it being made because they thought that it would undermine the woke, terrible, flat-chested Lara Croft that they're currently pinching out in their current ongoing Tomb Raider series. And they're in the depths of trying to reboot Tomb Raider with kind of a unified looking Lara Croft that looks a little bit more like old Lara Croft, but is kind of, they took all the rough edges, and by that I mean cup size, out of her, kind of made her mannish, and the leaks, all of which have turned out to be true thus far, by the way, suggest that Lara Croft is going to be lesbian in their version. So you can see why Crystal Dynamics are pissed that this is happening. Because if this game comes out and sells better than the current terrible Tomb Raider titles, then, oops, sorry guys, I had the alerts off for a second there. If this game comes out and sells better than the current terrible Tomb Raider titles, then probably Embracer comes in and says, hey, this thing outsold your last several games. You guys should go back to making real Tomb Raider games. So that's what the statement is about. Not only should you not let Crystal Dynamics' silly wokeness and this goofy little disclaimer at the beginning of the game turn you off, you should buy 2 copies because of it. Because Crystal Dynamics don't want this game to sell. They don't want the remasters to do well, and you should lift them the finger.
Yup. Razor Fist. Hell yeah, he's speaking facts. That's so true, and that's why you need to buy these games, guys. I even said facts. This is why all of us need to buy this remaster, to show Crystal Dynamics what the fans really want out of Tomb Raider. Not another failing, shitty reboot again. If the company doesn't understand, then let it fail and give it to Inspire to sell better than their ass franchise. Yes, this is what we're talking about. Give the fans what they want. And then, you know, that one we saw before, 1.9 million on just Steam itself. So it oversold, or what they thought would be. So it's doing really well. The pre-orders, they're really good. And now the game is selling really well because it's showing that the fans were right all along. Wow. What company doesn't understand? Give the fans what they want. If you bash your fans, I'm looking at you, Disney. If you bash your fans because the fans are toxic, the fans are this and that. No, we're just saying what we're going to take our money where our mouth is. Giving our money to games that actually deserve it. People, fans, people that know what they're doing, know the material, know the fandom. They understand. This isn't any kind of media. Any kind of media you touch. This needs to be #1 priority. Give what they want, the fans want. And if the fans want an OG Tomb Raider to come back with these remasters and get more remasters out there, and then maybe when they have done all these remasters, maybe continue the story where it left off, maybe with Underworld or with Angel of Darkness. I don't know where they would stop. I don't know. But do not reboot. If you guys seen it, let me just show you what I mean. Let me show you what the unified Razorfist was talking about. The unified Lara Croft. This is on Tomb Raider. Don't forget to join the Society of Raiders on the new TombRaider.com. You'll be the first to unlock perks like new wallpaper showcasing our unified version of Lara Croft. All right, so this is the unified version of Lara Croft. Okay, it looks like the iconic Tomb Raider with the top, the shorts. They got that right. But what do you see here? Look at the face. That's a man. Look at the chest. The whole body type feels like a dude.
I've got an idea.
Austin, why on earth did you hit that woman?
Right, let me show you, baby. That ain't no woman. It's a man.
Everyone in the comments said she looks like a dude. It looks like a wig. You know, it's a pretty boy. It's a dude. It's a pretty boy. That looks like Leon S. Kennedy from Resident Evil. Not gonna lie. I've seen other people also resemble that too. And when I saw this, I was like, okay. I looked at the face and I'm like, holy shit, this is a dude. They masculinated Lara Croft. She's not feminine no more. She's gonna be an Abby from Last of Us, sort of. Like Razor said, the leak said, she's gonna be a lesbian. But this looks horrible. Horrible, because it is. I got 222 views on that. Let's go. And I had 6 likes. Hell yeah. That's a man. That's a man. That's horrible. And then I think they went back. Crystal Dynamics said, oh, this is just a concept we're doing. This is not how Lara's going to look like in our game, Crystal Dynamics said. She's not going to look like this in game. Trust us. It's not going to be like that. No, I don't trust you. And I don't think... I think it's going to be closer to what this is. And probably worse in the game. It's going to be uglified. It's not... She's not going to be sexy no more. She's not going to be feminine. She's not going to be strong. You know, you could still be feminine and strong. That's what the original Tomb Raider, the original Lara Croft was. She was hot. Everyone loved her. And then you had Angelina Jolie movie, which were not even that bad. I'd rather go back and watch those again. Those were fun movies, you know? They weren't even that bad now. They're like one of the better selling video game adaptations to movies. And Angelina Jolie was a perfect casting. It looked just like the original Lara Croft. This was the original Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. She looked like this. It looks very close to Angelina Jolie. You know? It's perfect casting. Perfect. That's why it's selling so well. And these people don't understand. And they're supporting Crystal Dynamics, Tomb Raider. Oh, this is great. And then, no. It's like, it could have been worse. That's what they say. Because of that, you know, that unified Lara Croft. It could have been worse. No. Give us better. We want better. Nothing. That's just another... It's just excuses. It could have been worse. No. Give us better. People want better things. That's why fans are speaking their mind. They understand. They understand what they want. And I've been saying it too. I want Tomb Raider to go back to the original roots, where it came from. I want a newer game, if they ever make one, to be just like the original, because I want to play those games again. And I've been playing the new remasters, and I'm loving it, guys. It's so freaking fun. I gotta go back and still play some more. I'm still playing it, but it's just so many things going on right now with games. But it's such a fun game. I highly recommend picking up 1 or 2. Like Razor said, get 2 if you can, of this. It's $30. It's not too bad. I had it when I pre-ordered. I had it on. It was a lower price. I think it was like $25, so I got like $5 off of it. But it's $30, not too bad. Even if it goes on sale, I highly recommend still picking it up. It's not too bad. It's a good game to play, to go back and play. I know some people are gonna be furious about the controls. Get used to it. Get good, guys. I'm just saying, just get good. Games used to be hard like that. Just get good and just understand it. Understand the mechanics. Understand how everything goes. Just get good. Stop complaining and just do it. You know? Yeah, that's literally it. Just do it, guys. But what do you guys think? Did you guys pick up remasters, and are you guys having fun with them? Or do you agree with what I said and some others, especially the fans, that these disclaimer is just stupid and just dumb and absolutely retarded, to be honest, of what is going on with Crystal Dynamics? Do you even care, or do you even like the reboots? Because the reboots are fun, but they're not Tomb Raider. We want original Tomb Raider stuff back, you know? You guys think that Tomb Raider should come back in this way, or go in a separate, different direction? Wanted to go maybe to like an Uncharted route or something else. What do you guys think overall? Thank you all for watching. If you did watch this long, to everyone, I thank you very much. And until the next time, guys, I'll see you then. And have a good one, guys. See ya.
I only play for sport.